The Green Bay Packers played the Detroit Lions over the weekend at Detroit, and this was a game that looked like we should have lost, but we ended up winning it 24-20. The Packers put together a good drive, a couple good drives there at the end to, go up by a touchdown and then get that field goal to put them up by 4. Mason Crosby had a really rough game, and it's starting to look like we might need to start looking for a new kicker. It was just a pretty pitiful performance by him altogether, and usually, in the past he's been one of the top kickers in the league. Got that one at the end though, but it wasn't like there was a whole lot of pressure on him at that point. They already had the lead, and 24-20. Detroit came out and they played hard. They had the home crowd behind them, and I almost quit watching the game because I thought we were done. But we were resilient. We hung in there. The offense kicked in when it needed to, and the defense held when it needed to. So I wouldn't say a great win, but it's a win, and all wins are good. So that puts us at 7-3 on the season, and we keep that winning streak alive. That's what it's all about at this moment, is just keeping the streak going, getting hot at the right time of the year. And at least for the NFC, if you get hot in the right time of the year, you make it all the way to the Super Bowl. The Giants have done that twice. We've done it. So things are looking pretty good. I mean, we're not looking perfect in our wins, but we keep winning, so that's always a good thing. Makes you wonder how good we will be when we are hitting our stride, everything going the right way. So we get the Giants next week on Sunday Night Football. They're kind of sliding, so it might be a good time to be playing them. Of course, they could get hot at any point, so you never know. But it'll be a good game. So the Butler Bulldogs, they won a share of the Pioneer Football League title a couple weeks ago. They lost last week to Drake, which left the door open for Drake and San Diego to clinch a share of the title as well. Well, San Diego plays next week, or in a couple weeks, so we won't know quite yet if they get the share of the title. But Drake played Jacksonville at home, and I'm not sure, maybe it was away, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. They won the game 32-29, so that helped them clinch a share of the Pioneer Football League title. I was hoping Butler could win it outright, but we didn't beat Drake, and we left the door open for Drake, and Drake just clinched a share. So now San Diego has a chance to also clinch a share in a few weeks, or in a week or two, so I guess could be tri-champions this year. The Columbus East Olympians took on the Indianapolis Cathedral Irish on Friday night for the semi-state round of the state tournament 4A. It was basically the semi-state is the Final Four, so it's the 5th round. Cathedral came into this game 8-5. We came into this game ranked number 1, 13-0. I think they were ranked number 4. And they're a private Catholic school, so they can recruit all the great players that they want, while we just get what's in our school district. And once again, when we've played Cathedral in the semi-state round like 5 times now. Like, nobody can stop us up to that point. Nobody can stop them, basically, at all. Because once again, we played them, ranked number 1, undefeated, and we get destroyed 49-14 in this game. And they're probably going to go on and win the state championship yet again, for like a 9th or 10th time, because they're just able to recruit. They get some of the top guys. They get any of the top guys that they want, pretty much. So not much you can do against a team like that unless you're able to recruit too. But we can't. Good news is they move up into 5A next year. We have a point system where if you get 6 points within a 2-year period, then you move up a class that's just starting next year. So in this 2-year period, they gained 8 points. You get 1 point for a sectional championship, 2 points for a regional championship, 3 points for a semi-state championship, and 4 points for a state championship. Well, they won state last year, so that was 4, and they just won semi-state, which is 3, so that's 7, and they're probably going to win state next week anyway, so that'd be 8 total points. And then they'll erase all the slates and you start back at 0, and then if in 2 years you get more than 6 points, you move up again. We're going to go to 6 classes next year, but Cathedral moves up to 5A. But we're going to get Indianapolis Chatard moving up to 4A, because they're going to end up winning the state for the 2nd year in a row. And they're just like Cathedral, they recruit, they're a private Catholic school, so it's like you can't get rid of them. They should all have their own separate class, so it's fair. It's not fair that teams that have are allowed to have an advantage, you know. So anyway, enough of that whining. Columbus East finishes the season 13-1. We had a great year. We did a lot better than I thought we were going to do. I thought we would finish the regular season with a 6-3 record. Instead, we went 9-0. We beat all the teams I thought we'd lose to, and all those three games I thought we might lose to, they were all end up being close games. They're all against 5A schools. Well, we're just 4A, like I said. But a great year, and these guys were mostly sophomores and juniors, and next year should be a really good year. We've got a team that's going to be full of juniors and seniors, going to have so much experience. We had a first-year quarterback this year, so next year he'll be a senior, and he should be very composed, very poised for a huge year. Hopefully he'll be a bigger threat through the air than he was on the ground. Running quarterbacks are great, but passing the ball is going to help us so much more if he's able to do both. And we've got a tremendous running back in Markel Jones. He will be a junior, but he's got the body of a college running back. He ran people over all year. He had a stress fracture which limited some of his playing time this year, but next year hopefully that'll all be gone and he'll just be able to pummel people all year. But once again, we finished the season 13-1 after a 49-14 loss to Indianapolis Cathedral, and that's the end of our season. It was a great season, another really good season, and hopefully we can do it all again next year and some more. Good week in fantasy football. Get back on the winning track, beat a guy I wasn't supposed to beat. That's becoming a theme. Beating people I'm not supposed to beat, and losing to people I'm supposed to beat. So, win this one over Jaguars here. Won it 67-46. He had a terrible week, as you can see here. Denarius Moore got him 0 points. Rob Hausler got him 0 points. Texans defense and special teams got him -3 points. Only 2 double-digit scorers, Phillip Rivers with 12 and Michael Shore with 14. Or I guess that's how you say his name. I don't know. Blaine Gabbert did terrible for me, got me -2 points, but LaRod Stevens-Howling with 18. Big week for him, big game, finally. 49ers defense and special teams got me 16, and Steven Gostkowski got me 10. Gostkowski is consistently getting me double-digit points, so I love the fact that he's on my team. 67 points usually doesn't win in our league, but when your opponent scores 46, that's what happens. So hopefully I can get another winning streak going, get me into the playoffs, and hopefully win another championship.